Boom! Alright, guys, welcome back. Here is my first movie review, that's right, of 2018. And I thought I'd jump on this quick, is The Cloverfield Paradox. As you know, it dropped out of the blue. I know everybody was shocked and surprised, including myself. And Netflix just released this, like after the Super Bowl, like what a treat. So after that was done, I immediately watched it. Oh my god. So we're gonna dive into this. First portion is gonna be without spoilers. I briefly talk about it, be as vague as I can, and give you my rating, and then we're just gonna dive into spoilers. Well, overall, I thought it was solid. Not groundbreaking, not like incredible compared to the other two Cloverfield films. Like the first Cloverfield, I really dug it. The second one was freaking fantastic. 10 Cloverfield Lane is probably my favorite one. The reason why I like 10 Cloverfield Lane is because how grounded, how different, how alienated it felt from the original Cloverfield. I was like, whoa, this is something new and refreshing. Where instead of going big like most sequels do, it felt like an independent film. It felt very grounded, and you got to know these characters. And then when that ending came, you were like, "Holy crap, that's right! This is part of the Cloverfield universe." So that was so incredible how they did that. Really enjoyed that. Here, we're definitely into the sci-fi elements. Like it is a sci-fi extravaganza, pretty much. It takes place in a space station, and you get all these characters. Fantastic cast, by the way. I'm just gonna try to name them all. The main actress, I liked her performance. She's the main character. Ava Hamilton is the character she played. The actress name is Gugu Mabath Raw. I can't say her name, but she's great. I've seen her in other things, like she was in that episode of Black Mirror, Sam Paradino, whatever. She was great in that, so she's a great actress. David Oyelowo as Keel. Daniel Bruhl from Civil War was great as Schmidt. John Ortiz as Monk. Just great cast. Zhang Ziyi was here. I haven't seen her in anything. My God, where's she been at? But yeah, solid cast of actors. I say some of them did fell in the background. I really kind of wanted the characters to be more memorable and more fleshed out, but like I said, the main central character, Ava, and they focus more on her. She gave the best performance overall. Yeah, pretty much out of everybody just kind of fell flat to me. So it needed better character development, and they just throw you right into this story, and you kind of go along with these characters, and they're like trying to restore power, something to do with a power cell and an energy source for Earth. That's all I'm only gonna say before we get into the spoilers. Something to do with that, and something goes wrong, and I guess it does tie into Cloverfield. I mean, just don't be thinking going into this you're gonna see full on Cloverfield. Like you're gonna get all the answers you want. Like your questions will be answered. Like I don't really think so. No, and yeah, I think that's where the film kind of falters. It, I don't know. I feel like it should have focused more. And it did for the most part. It should have focused more on these characters in the space station and found a more unique way of tying it in with the Cloverfield universe, other than just using all these sci-fi elements like paradoxes and time travel. Things like that nature. That's all I'm gonna say. But overall, I give this feeling like a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5. It's a solid watch. It's just nothing spectacular. I mean, some of the special effects are pretty good. Yeah, especially for being on Netflix. Wow, like pretty awesome. But like the scenery and like certain things that happen, we see them. We've seen a lot of it actually done, but better. And more uniquely in other great sci-fi movies like Gravity for one. Even Life did it better. You know, Sunshine is another one. Things like that. So yeah, but all right, here we go. Spoilers. So we're gonna talk some spoilers here. So from what I get is like basically what happens is we're just trying to restore this usable energy through this power core on the space station. The Earth needs it. They're on the brink of war. All these nations are just gonna, kill each other, something like that. And our main character, she's up there. Her boyfriend or her husband, I think it's her husband, he's down on Earth, and so they're trying to do this. You get all these characters from different countries. One's from Ireland, one's from China, one's from Russia. All that, and I like that. I like that it was how you call it, like multiracial like that. Like it lent a sense of realism to it. That you had all these nations trying to figure out how to make this work so they can be supplied with an infinite amount of power. So then it goes all wrong. They activate the power core or whatever. It spazzes out. So the power shuts down. Comes back on, and this is where the shit starts getting interesting. I'm like, okay, where's this going? And the glitches, like the I did like that element of it. It was very surprising. That was very refreshing because I haven't seen that before. I don't know how time paradoxes work, but I like the idea of like two dimensions just crashing into each other and just creating this quantum of chaos, pretty much. Like physics go out the door, like things randomly start happening. Like that one Russian guy, I guess because they shifted into the dimensions, some characters end up in certain places they're not supposed to be. Like the one character of where was her Jensen, um, fantastic actress. That's probably the second best performance as Jensen. They find this woman and she's just she's just impelled by all these cables and wires, just like she teleported in there. It's like if you had teleportation powers, imagine, and you go through a wall and then you just kind of freak out because it's your first time going through the wall. And you just get stuck there, like oh, like. So that was freaky to watch. They had to cut through all that, and then the one was it the Russian guy? Yeah, he freaking had all these worms that just teleport into his body. Because they had like a whole tank of them, and then like, where the worms go? And then he just, and it was like a very alien moment, kind of like with the chest burster, but instead it was like worms everywhere. You're like, what the? So they had I like the paradoxes. It was very interesting, very engaging, surprising, and that part of the story was the most effective in my opinion. And the character of what's his name is the Irish dude, Mundy, Muddy, whatever. Great actor, Chris O'Dowd. He's a great actor. Yeah, when he's like fixing the part of the ship, he's graphing that plastic metal, whatever that is, and his hand just gets sucked in, and you're just like, what the hell is happening? Something grabbed his hand. For the most part, I thought something like supernatural was happening at first, but I guess it's just physics. It's just science. It's just like the ramifications of time travel and just splicing together two dimensions. It's just this is mind blowing stuff. So I was just like, whoa. And then they pull his arm out, and yeah, his arm is gone. But he doesn't feel no pain, nothing like at all. And like they said, John Ortiz's character kind of plays the medic of the group, and he's like, it's like you were born without an arm. And then later on, you see the arm crawling and like writing. I was just like, what the fuck? It's just like a huge like mind fuck right there. So it was entertaining. This film is entertaining, but it does, like I said, it has its flaws, which I'm gonna get into. It has its moments, but still, I don't know. I feel like it definitely could have been done better. I feel like they try to do too much in this film. They turned it into kind of like a sci-fi spectacle, and I don't think that's what Cloverfield really is. They didn't really capture it or hit home what Cloverfield is supposed to be. Cloverfield is shrouded in mystery. The mystery aspect of it, like not explaining where the monster came from, all this, and 10 Cloverfield Lane was even more effective because it felt like that was part of like an anthology series, and that's what I wanted with this. But I felt like they tried to tie it all into the Cloverfield universe, but towards the end it kind of fell flat. I mean, this is the part I felt like it was forced with the husband portion when he was on Earth, and the Cloverfield monster is on loose. It's like why is he on the loose? Like when they did that, when they time traveled or whatever and open up, they open up like a portal, sorry, like another like wormhole or something, and this fucking monster just just dropped from the sky. They don't really explain that. It's not explained as well as I thought it would be. The whole time, I'm gonna be honest, the whole time, if you've seen the first Cloverfield, watch the end credits. I thought the movie was gonna end with them traveling back in time and their ship crashing, and we see that crash in the end credits of Cloverfield. If you remember, you look closely, there's like a little satellite or something that you follow it, and if it crashes into the ocean of Coney Island, by Coney Island, and our main characters, they were using the handheld, there's like handheld footage, and that happened like a week before, so it suggests that the monster came from within, like kind of like Godzilla, and, like a kaiju or something like that. And I found that so fascinating, but here it tells a complete like different story, just like this fucking monster because they shifted dimensions or whatever. I guess maybe in this Earth, this universe that they traveled to, since it got shifted, maybe the Cloverfield monster already existed in that universe and then just kind of came into theirs. I don't know, but like I said, I felt like that was shoehorned in, with that trying to tie in the Cloverfield monster. We get like a shadow of him, which was pretty cool, but I just felt like that was fan service. Too on the nose, with the husband, and you really don't get much of him. It's like he randomly, not randomly, but just um, coincidentally happens to get himself a shelter right away. He's fortunate enough to get himself a shelter with this little girl he saves, and her parents get killed or whatever, and they just hide out in the shelter, and it's like he's just calling, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What happened with the space station?" And it's like that whole portion was blah, wasn't written very well. The most boring, unengaging part. It's just like whatever. They're in the shelter. At least have him run through the city. And maybe budgetary concerns. They didn't have the budget to really do it. But you know what would have been interesting if they had like the handheld camera footage, the first person point of view technique they utilize, the found footage technique, or gimmick as you like to call it in the first one. I feel like that would have been it should have been implemented in his story. It would have been more engaging, and then not him finding a shelter and hiding out. It should have been him trying to survive with all these people, and then But I don't think it tied up well towards the end. But in its own, the story in its own, with the space state in the space station, and them trying to figure out how to get back to their universe. That was very fascinating stuff. I did like that. The character Jensen was pretty cool. And I just felt like she kind of just flipped her shit out too quickly in the end. Still a little jarring about that. I'm still a little taken back by what she was thinking. I guess she was trying to save her planet or whatever by sabotaging the spaceship, by sabotaging the power core, the reactor, whatever that thing was. And then Ava, it was powerful that she, despite despite being in another universe, she was ready to give up her all just to have a chance to be with her kids. And I really like that. The human element of the story with her character worked, but the other characters, like I said, fell into the background. They were just there to be killed off one by one, but they were killed off very entertaining ways, like like the Irish guy, his hand and all that, like he got sucked into with these cables or whatever, and then they got blown the f up, blown to Kingdom Come, and then Zhang Ziyi's character, she got drowned, and I like that sequence with the water filling in, and the hatch explodes behind her. So all that zero G, all that air just compresses, just goes inside quickly, and she just gets frozen right there, like. That was pretty fucking cool. So I did enjoy that aspect. But other than that, really, it just I felt the same way I felt watching Life. It was good, it was entertaining, but it wasn't nothing spectacular, nothing great, nothing we haven't seen before. Just because it's done differently doesn't make it that great or wholly original. You know what I mean? Like it just borrows too much. And I felt like that. This is what it went down that route with this Cloverfield paradox, unfortunately. But hey, it's not the worst movie. Like I said, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I still recommend it. It's worth a watch. You decide for yourself. And in the end, they tie it in with the Cloverfield monster. It was just like, really? I had to laugh. I don't know, maybe he was done for laughs. But I found it fucking hilarious. He just comes up. Very Jaws moment, like, and then comes back down. So I'm like, what? Did he eat the fucking space pod? Did he? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why would that Cloverfield monster be waiting for them? It's just like too on the nose. Like, really? He's just gonna be there. So happened to be there. Just say, oh, look at that. Oh, it's a falling Cheerio. Let me just eat it. Like, I don't know. But still worth a watch. Definitely check it out. Or I mean, if you did, if you read the spoiler portion and you made this far, let me know what did you think about this, the Cloverfield paradox. Did you enjoy it? Did you have your issues with it? Do you think it was bleh? Do you think it was great? Do you think it was a worthy addition to the Cloverfield universe? Comment down below and let me know. And if you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe for more reviews, reactions, all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one.